What's going on, everybody? Trevor here, and welcome to another Over the Hump guitar lesson. Today, we're going to be working on position and posture. You can see I came prepared with my rock t-shirt, blue jeans, and my Belgian wit beer from Fairweather Brewing in Hamilton. If you would like to have your band's t-shirt or your brewery's beer featured on this channel, please send me an email at overthehumpmusic@gmail.com and I can send you a mailing address. I'd be happy to take that stuff and promote it for you for free right here on the channel. What we're going to do is go over both the seated and standing position. Then we're going to go over hand position and how you hold the pick. First, when it comes to the seated position, you may see people playing the guitar like this, off to the side. But what you'll find in this position is that your right hand doesn't have the same range of motion because your elbow is stuck here against the top of the guitar. And with your left hand, your elbow ends up getting tucked against your body. So if you're going from low chords here to something up high, see that? My belly right here is getting in the way. So what I want to do is take the guitar and transfer it here to the middle between my legs. That way, my right arm is free to go all over the place, whether it's here, here, and my left arm doesn't get stuck against my body when I move from low to high. You see this? Keeps my elbow and my hand nice and free of all obstruction. This is going to make it way easier than this. Next is the standing position. You may have seen certain rock icons holding their guitar in a very unusual manner. Take that guy from Green Day. Or Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine. You can see they hold their guitar in an extreme low or high position. I prefer something right in the middle. That way, you're not reaching too low and limiting your range of motion. You're not hurting your back. And in this case, you don't look ridiculous. Now, there are two ways that people will go ahead and actually hit the strings. The number one way is to use a pick. You may want to know how to hold said pick. Put your thumb across the back with the pointy end down. Then, snug your first finger at a 90-degree angle over top of the front side of the pick. All your other fingers should be free and easy. These fingers are loose, and the pick something like that. You got to make sure you have a snug grip on the pick, but not too tight because that's going to lock up your arm muscle. You don't want that. You got to be able to move nice and easy with that pick. The other method people use are just their fingers. In this method, you can use your thumb to play as normal, but you may notice that without the pick, the sound isn't quite as crisp. So we're not going to use finger picking for rock style guitar. For our left hand position, we want to take our thumb and put it securely against the back of the neck so that when our fingers wrap around, we can reach all the different strings. We want to be able to use our first finger to press all the strings simultaneously, or just use one finger at a time, nice and comfortably. You may see some people use the thumb here to help with their chords. I find this to just hurt my thumb. But if it works for you, it actually gives you some options for some funky chords, like where you've you've got the low note that I couldn't otherwise hit with the... See, it was much more awkward. It's also quite important to keep your elbow here free and easy. You don't want to lock it up. You don't want to squeeze too tight. Most of the strength comes from your hand. And as a beginner, this is going to be the hardest part. Trying to squeeze the notes to the point where you get a clean, crisp chord all the way through. You're probably going to hear more like something like that, where the strings are buzzing and it's not quite a clear tone. That's just gonna come with practice. I like to use these here 1mm Jim Dunlop picks that have a nice grippy feel to them. You can get them at any music store, but my favorite music store, of course, Long & McQuaid. But these things don't cost very much. Go pick up 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 so that you've got one in your wallet, got one by your guitar, got one in your desk, got one in your pants, so anytime a guitar happens to appear, you are prepared with a pick. And there you have it. Now you know how to hold the guitar and your body for optimal range of movement and playing potential. If you're ready, I think it's time to move on to my first chords and scale. Boom, right here. And if you'd like to go back and give your guitar a fresh tune, check out Strings and Tuning right here. Thanks for watching, everybody.